This is called chili on the go. Some places down south in Texas, they call it a walk-in taco or Frito pie. It's got a lot of different names, but it is really, really yummy. And for the game tonight, or if you're going to the game, you know, in the next few weeks, this is a fun thing to do, even for game day parties. No dishes to wash. You're going to see how it all comes together, but it involves Fritos and chili, and it's just delicious. So this is a real quick fix chili recipe. One of those recipes where you probably have a lot of ingredients on hand and it doesn't take all day to make. So this is one that you could throw together after work tonight and be eating it during the game. So we're going to start with 2 pounds of a lean ground beef. This is beautiful, perfect. Get it into our big soup pot, chili pot, whatever you want to call it. I'll give my hands a quick wash. Boy, the leaves are finally off the trees and they just didn't really turn too much color. They just kind of fell down, in my yard anyway. It was a weird fall. I can't even believe it's October already. I can't believe it. Crazy. Or November. Can't believe we're done with October, is what I was meaning to say. It's like Halloween was here and gone. And speaking of which, Thanksgiving is coming up in a couple weeks. When you have someone away, you know, not living in the house, which our son Riley's in college, Thanksgiving just takes on a whole nother thing because we're just all excited already about seeing him, you know, when family members come home. So really looking forward to Thanksgiving and the Ultimate Thanksgiving Contest, which we are bringing back this year. So come on, we need your help. We are looking for the ultimate Thanksgiving recipes. We do this every year and it's great fun. We want your recipes and then we want you to come on the show and cook them with me. So the time is now and this, you know, happens pretty quickly. So today's the perfect day to start, you know, emailing us or sending us your recipes. We're looking in 5 different categories. The best side dish category, so whether it be a killer green bean casserole, something different than, you know, everybody else's, or maybe you do a corn souffle or acorn squash or butternut squash soup or a really great salad or a jello salad. So those are the side dish, ultimate mashed potatoes. Then we're looking for the best main course recipe. Maybe you do something a little different than turkey, or maybe you have a really secret way to do turkey. Maybe you do Cornish game hens, a really great ham. So whatever your, you know, family's favorite main course. Then we basically are doing stuffing recipes. That's another category. We're always looking for new different stuffing recipes. And finally, we're doing desserts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing appetizer on that. So appetizer is also, no, just 4 this year. Okay, I'm wrong, just 4. Side dish, main course, but side dish could be an appetizer, stuffing and dessert. So get us those recipes as soon as you can. And there's a wonderful grand prize, too. Abby, tell me more about that. Dining room table set from Van Vrides, and we'll give you the details. Also, lots of gift cards to Cook's Corner. So get us those recipes as soon as you can, because we're going to start going through them and picking out the best of the best, and then you get to come on the show and cook with me. It's always great fun. Okay, so our ground beef is doing its thing. I'm going to add some onion. And I'm going to do some bell pepper, green pepper. Some people don't like green pepper. Ann, I'm looking over at Ann. Well, she doesn't like onion either. Sorry, Ann. They're both going in there. So you can totally leave this out. This is, you know, chili is one of those things where everyone's got their own recipe for it. But I happen to like this one because it doesn't call for like a chili packet mix. It basically just calls for the ingredients, like I say, that a lot of them you have on hand. It's a real simple and it's a quick one. Unlike some chilies, which are like an all-day deal. How about this, Ian? Just for you, we'll just put a little green pepper in. We won't do the whole thing. Ann says, well, you put the onion in, it's already over for me. Oh, Ann, come on. What's chili without a little bit of onion? Good. Well, it's starting to smell good, that's for sure. I'm ready for some chili, I am. Not sure I'm ready for the snow or the chilly weather, but I'm ready for some chili. Ready for the game tonight, too. So about 1 whole pepper, or in this case, just to please Ann, we'll do about 1/2 of a pepper. I like it, my kids don't. So if I, can put a little bit in there, I'm happy, and they're happy if there's not too much in there.
So you're all a little unhappy.
Ann says, so you're all a little unhappy. Oh, goodness, Ann. What are we going to do with you? Okay, so now we're going to start seasoning this, actually. Real important to season it. And quite a bit. We're going to do salt, a lot of chili powder, and I like to put it in now. So we've got 1/4 cup of chili powder, cumin. I like to put it in now while it's, cooking with the beef and the onion. This was really lean beef, not much or any grease to drain there. Oh, it's starting to smell good. And then a little bit of cayenne. It's up to you how much you want. Ann, I think, really wanted to wake up everybody today. That's a lot of cayenne, so I think we'll back off on that. Although I like a little spicy, but especially for the game, and if you're serving this for a crowd, you can serve extra hot things to make yours spicy on the side. So that's usually what I do, like the jalapeno peppers and things like that. I put them on the side. Oh, how good does that smell? Okay, we're going to do some garlic, though. Do a couple cloves of garlic. Those are the biggest cloves of garlic. I think we'll just do a couple. I just like to do it by hand. I don't use a garlic press, but it's up to you however you want to do it. Then we're going to just start opening some cans and start dumping. Set the garlic gets in there about 30 seconds and keep it moving. All right, so we're going to do 1 big can of tomato sauce, the 28-ouncer. A little more garlic in there. I always like to just take a little bit of water, just a little bit, just to get all the rest of that sauce out of that can. That's kind of one of my secrets and tips. And then we're going to, I like a little bit, this is up to you. You could do a tomato puree, which we are going to do, but if you don't like the chunks, which I happen to like the chunks, I'm going to do 1 can of Rotel, which is the diced tomatoes with green chilies. I like a little bit of tomato chunk in there. Of course, Ann wouldn't. So it's just kind of up to what your family likes. So I do 1 can of tomato puree. And again, I'm going to do a little bit of water in there just to get it all out, and then it'll be all ready for recycling. 1 can of diced tomato with green chili. You don't need to drain it. Juice and all goes right in there. This has some really great flavor. And now we're going to let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes, and then I throw the beans in kind of toward the end. I like to let it simmer as is for a little bit. Boy, I made a mess today. It's Monday, I'm making chili, Ann, you gotta love me. So we're gonna let this simmer, and then I wanna show you how we serve it, which is the really fun thing. Basically, we're gonna spoon this chili after it's cooked down and we've added the beans into the little bags of Fritos, and then you put out a whole fixins bar. I love sour cream, shredded cheese, maybe some sliced jalapeno peppers, diced scallions. So this is always a hit. It's really fun. The kids will love it that they get to eat right out of the Frito bag. Really, really fun to do. So we're gonna let that simmer.